So welcome back, everybody, to...
Welcome back, Bobs. It's our fan base.
Still don't know if we're doing that. Probably not.
Undecided. It's undecided. It's up in the air.
It was decided. We said
Decided
don't do it.
over here.
We said don't do that.
Okay, fine.
Welcome back to another week of Better Off Better.
Better off better.
Better. Up better.
That was awesome.
So
that's the justification behind Bob's. For those that were unclear, he wants to call you, anybody listening, a Bob because you're listening to Better Off Better. It's the acronym. Yeah, do you get it?
Wow, we really think our fans are that stupid that they wouldn't get it? Wow.
Better Off Better? What's that? You're probably asking. What is that?
What's that, Chris?
Wow, such great questions. Well, this is a competitive, cutthroat journey to self-betterment. Every episode, we split this sucker into two parts, a before and after look at some sort of week-long journey to self-betterment. Sometimes we're doing kind of normal sort of betterment tactics, self-help things you probably have heard of. Sometimes they're much stranger, weirder things that you most likely haven't heard of, more experimental. You know the gist, you know the deal. We end things off every episode with a winner and a loser, a champion and a Sammy, as we call it. And then after that, we decide if we are better off better or better off worse. The one consistent through all this, the disintegration of what were once friends, I would say. Things get hasty, things get wild, things get, as stated, cutthroat, baby. It's an unhealthy way of becoming healthy. That's our whole shtick here, people.
We're your hosts. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jenny.
Welcome to Better Off Better.
Welcome to Better Off Better.
All right, guys, what are we doing this week?
What the heck are we doing this week? Jenny, drop it on them.
Oh, wow, we went right down the line.
Yeah, we did.
This week, I believe we are journaling every day for a week.
Daily journaling.
Not excited.
I'm not excited at all. I'm gonna feel like such a little douchebag.
Like every goddamn week we come into it and you people are like, yeah, not excited. Yeah, I'm not excited. You're just constantly looking at the darkness in a room full of light.
Okay, well, I think that you're catering to yourself on this one, so I will say I feel negatively about it right out of the gate.
Why?
There's perhaps a catering.
He journals every night.
No, that's not true.
That is
I
true.
did journal. Okay, right
He's
away,
a
she's trying to
journaler.
blast away.
He's a classic
He
journaler.
writes in his
He's
little
not.
diary. He gets ready for bed. He snuggles up in his little covers with his little blankie on him.
Yeah.
And he journals his little heart away.
I don't
He
journal my heart
diaries,
away.
if you will. He has his little diary.
No,
and he writes down his little feelings in it.
Yeah, I write down like some feelings and I write like a love letter to,
His future self.
family that once was and never will be again, and maybe my future self and things like that, and acquaintances I want to turn into more than.
Okay.
It's okay, bud.
Down a hole.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
all
Okay,
But
I
yeah,
was
we're
daily
gonna try
journaling. Let me clarify. I was daily journaling. I stopped about 2 months ago. I fell off, and I've been meaning to do it in a more effective way because I didn't fully, fuck with it.
Okay.
I've tried journaling many times.
I just feel so pretentious when I'm writing in why?
Well, I write in a British
Me
accent,
too,
so
but
it is definitely pretentious.
I only write with a long feather quill. Oh, my dearest Evelyn, it has been a fortnight since we last saw each other.
So that's where it does get pretentious for me too.
But I feel like I don't usually write down my feeling. I feel like a more effective strategy for me, at least this week, is to be doing like I tried to start last month, where it's sleep schedule, coffee, any factors rather than how I'm feeling.
Like a summary of the day.
Yeah, and mood and stuff like that, without actually being oh, this is what I did. This is how I feel.
You can't really write feelings if you don't have any. So our criteria is our thing of betterment needs to be justifiable, needs to have some sort of source behind it of people that say that it makes you better.
Yeah. Yes, dog.
Yeah.
According to this, I would say, dope article on medium.com. Let me tell you some positives on journaling. Well, journaling optimizes your creative potential. Ever heard that?
No.
Well, it also accelerates your ability to manifest your goals. It creates a springboard for daily recovery.
Daily recovery?
Daily recovery. So that's kind of
holding in memory sort of ideally?
It's more like a reflection. So you utilize it to reflect on the positives of the day, the negatives of the day.
Continue.
And you're reflecting upon it, and there's recovery in that.
That makes sense.
And of course, the one that you see in a lot of YouTube banger thumbnails and titles is generating mental clarity. That's one of the big common ones I see is mental clarity. Journal for mental clarity. You'll get more.
I'm pretty clear. I feel like my mental is pretty clear.
I'd
I think
say
you guys
Blair.
are pretty clearly mental.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
I think if anything,
moving
it's
on.
clear.
Got 'em,
Yeah,
motherfuckers. Fucker.
There is work to be done. Maybe you could do like a little, I don't know, I've suggested similar things in the past for you, but maybe you could do like a little section like, you know, what should be said, what shouldn't be said, what's funny, what's not funny,
Yeah,
and
maybe
make sure
like
you
a
leave room
comedy-
for that section, the what's not funny section.
You could maybe do like a comedy workshop or
Oh,
something.
a little comedy, yeah, like.
So you like get funnier.
That's
so we
good,
Can, like,
that's good.
Oh.
So like it
I
doesn't
like that.
suck to have you here and talk to you.
So, I think, yeah, for sure, me and Jenny don't really need much in terms of mental clarity, mental health improvements, I would say.
Well, kind of.
We're together
I
with that
disagree.
regard. But yeah, we have no sort of,
You know
sort
what?
of hell.
Bigger person.
Well,
That's
no,
me.
You're, yeah, what are you, 5'6", 5'5"? Definitely a
He's not 5'6".
smaller
Don't
person, I
give
would
him
say.
that.
The smallest person on the podcast, in fact. Dig!
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you guys could really, you know,
Pop the cherry on this.
could clear some bats out of your belfry. Is that the phrase?
Do you think that's a phrase? You said that.
Bats
is
in
that
your
the
belfry?
phrase?
We've been on this for
No,
a long time.
Bats in your belfry is definitely a phrase.
Okay, it's fucking not.
First of all, you just said bats in your belfries is what you just
Belfry.
If we're right about this, and this is not a real phrase that people say, you have to, and this is for people listening, we have a YouTube version, you have to suck my feet on camera
said. Okay.
and give me $28 or $30.
$28 to $30.
I'll do one of
Okay.
those two things.
Oh, okay, I'll think it over while I prove you wrong. Hang on.
The results are in. Bats in your belfry is in fact a phrase.
Oh, lick my fucking belfry, you stupid little fucktard!
Belfry.
Fuck you!
So this is difficult for me to
Oh
come to
yeah.
terms with, but
You feel that?
I think
Feels like the warmth of the truth to me.
if there's one thing we learned here, it's that Sam does need to work on being humble, and I think that
Okay.
I'm very polite, I'm very sweet, I'm very often on this podcast.
Jenny, what
you
is your
come out
opinion
hot.
on the fact that you're also wrong, that you didn't believe that?
I didn't say that wasn't a phrase. I said that bats aren't real.
Predictions this week?
I don't think, because I've tried journaling before, like many times from a very young age. My sister, shout out Katie, journals every single day and has been doing it for multiple years
That's
and has
crazy.
like 25 or 30 notebooks filled with stuff.
Well, do you have to? Again, I'm asking for somebody else, but do you have
Can't
to?
wait for this.
Do you have to know how to read and write to be able to do this challenge?
Oh no.
Yeah, I can obviously.
Yeah, obviously, totally.
Yeah, I do
mean,
it all the
it's
time.
okay.
I what do you
No,
like? I pick
yeah,
up the
you
stuff
can-
that you write with the what do you say
Pen.
yeah. Sometimes I'll use that. I love them. I do, and I will all the time. What do you say? The
Twinkie.
no. The what do you call
The
them?
chimo?
Yeah, I'll do that all the time too. I think.
Got him.
Luckily, I know how to write.
I personally, I'm gonna be very annoyed while I'm writing.
You shock.
I'm annoyed.
My thing is I can never decide like how I want to structure it. Like over the last month, I attempted a little like journal layout, and it was like I think I just went too broad. I did like sleeping, I did like amount of coffee, I did like my stress levels. Like I feel like I was doing way too much.
Oh,
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay,
That's what
I thought that it was supposed to be you were like, okay, today I did that. I suppose
Well,
it
I
was supposed
think
to be
like
like
bullet
journal-
journaling.
I think it can be whatever
Okay,
you
cool.
want it to be.
Oh, great.
For the betterment of yourself. This
Okay,
is a
cool.
pretty open one. Last week was brutal and difficult and hard. This one we're kind of easing down, and this one, hopefully will in fact better us. But
I just don't think it will.
I will say I have an ill agenda, or I wouldn't say an ill agenda. Don't even quote me on that.
It's an ill agenda.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
It's
It's
an ill
not.
agenda.
I would say it's a selfish agenda. I wouldn't even say that.
Agenda?
Drop all of this. Let's move on to my killer quote that I just remembered off the top of my old noggin.
Ill agenda.
Journaling
Chris
is like
quote.
whispering to oneself and listening at the same time by
that's
Mina Murray.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Terrible. That's I hate that.
I hate that quote that I just remembered off the top of my
Oh,
head.
I hate it too. Good thing I didn't read it. This is a quote I always say this with my boys. We'll get together on boys' night, beers in hand.
How many friends do you have?
What do you mean, like in numbers? Mm-hmm. I can't even count them. No, I don't have. I don't have any. Yeah, I guess.
A personal journalist
No!
ideal environment.
This quote me and the boys are always saying,
A
personal journal is an ideal environment in which to become. It is a perfect place for you to think, feel, discover, expand, remember, and dream. By Brad Wilcox.
Wow.
That, if you could hear both voices saying it, that's how me and the boys chant it, because there's all of us, a lot of us.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And why do you have an ill
Ill
thing?
agenda?
I was gonna mention, I have...
Ill agenda. Like, that's just wrong. Okay.
I have a bit of an agenda with this one. I have been meaning to make a kick-ass journal / bullet journal / tracking journal of some form for so many weeks, but I've had no freaking excuse to do it.
You have done it before.
I did. I was just like doing a nightly oh, this is what I did today. This is what I want to do tomorrow.
That's my question though, is should I just be, because I'm taking some inspiration from Katie and I feel like I should just be like very quickly being like, this is what I did today.
That's more feasible.
But then I feel like that's not like as interesting for me. Like I feel like I don't do that much.
That was the problem with why I
would just
didn't
be like,
fuck with it.
I worked and I went for a walk.
Yeah.
And like I feel like it's like, is that really gonna help me, or would it help me to like be tracking things?
Well, what I think I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to make like an exact like graph. Like every day is gonna have the same things. Like when I got up, when this,
and
this,
that's what
and
I've
then
done.
like and I'll highlight little sections like highlights of the day, and then I'll do a little narrative portion where I talk about what happened today.
Okay, I like that. Maybe I'll start big and then narrow down.
What I do want to see is I want to see how it becomes more articulated. As opposed to being like, oh, I don't want to fucking do it today. If it looks like that,
deciding what I am actually benefiting
we
from.
will have a visual. We will have a visual this time. So this is something that we can actually judge.
So this is the deal with this. I was so into like people's bullet journal videos and shit like a month ago that I like have a list of notes right now with what I want in a kick-ass journal.
See, I feel like you make...
And that's why I didn't do it.
That's so over the... That's
There
so
was
much.
too much
dude.
stuff I wanted to do that I was like, I can't do this. So I never did it. That's the problem.
That's
But that
so much.
is an unbelievably perfect explanation of you as a person.
Thank you.
It's a terrible way to be.
Thank you.
It's so much like research and planning for a thing that you never get to the thing because you have too much.
Yeah. You're right. I am very organized. Let's move on.
I'm gonna kill him.
But yeah, no, that's I'm not excited. I also, even if I do end up liking it, I'm gonna be upset with myself. I don't know.
I want to love it. I really want to. I want to like look forward to my journal.
Well, I think for you especially,
well,
you would benefit from less like writing about your day and more like tracking things. I feel like you would enjoy that more.
Well, I already like I remember I think sophomore year I had a little artist notebook where I would just like doodle and do things.
A little art notebook to do your little art in. This is like my art notebook.
You see how annoying it is when you're just trying to say something
No,
genuine?
dude, sorry, continue.
And then you're just stopped. And
Yeah.
and it's just like this little mosquito inside your fucking brain. Continue. You had this little
So you were
art
saying you
notebook.
used to keep an art notebook in your dreads, and you said you used to sit on a...
Yeah, no, I used to just do one where I wouldn't really like document things. Sometimes I would like from month to month I had like an overall graph where I would just check off boxes where I'd be like, get up before noon, yes. That kind of thing.
That's a goal. That was a goal you had to achieve.
I knew I made a mistake.
Oh my God.
I made a huge mistake saying that. That was not one of the goals. I was just off the top of my head.
Get up before noon, wash my hands today, don't forget to put socks on.
Don't be a stinky little stink boy.
Yeah.
Those were categories.
Yeah.
And then I would just like doodle in it. It was just more like a relaxed method.
That's what I had too. I fell off right when school stopped, basically. Because I had a notebook
too.
that I would like...
You're falling off.
I would take like notes during my classes and do like my homework and stuff for that
Your notebooks
week.
are, I remember seeing like when
They're
you take notes,
beautiful,
when you take
right?
notes in class, they're like beautiful.
Literally.
Insert some shots here for the YouTube
I will
people.
give me some pics. I will put them in. They literally.
Here.
I don't know
here,
how she
here,
gets
here.
all the information. I don't know how you get all the information down while
My
still
notebooks
making
are,
it like look
this big,
crazy.
too.
I would say like you could actually put that little segment right there on like RedTube, and people would wank off and on.
RedTube.
Yeah,
People
the
would
best porn
wanker
site
to it?
sponsor.
Okay, someone's mom pays for a subscription, huh? RedTube.
Yeah, she's a super supportive mother. We remember talking about the AirPods.
Check back episode 2, AirPods.
AirPods and RedTube.
But my previous journal was organized, but not like sexy and clean to look at. Like nobody would JO to
Mine
my
were
journal.
beautiful.
And I want that to be different this time around.
I have like when I first start out, I feel like my biggest thing that might cause me to lose this week is my handwriting. When I first start off, and I'm really focusing, and I'm like, oh, it looks good. But then as I keep going, it just turns into chicken scratch.
I have dysgraphia. Your hand gets super tired super fast, so it like you have a really hard time with handwriting and like sustainable handwriting, which I'm like the same way where my handwriting gets super messy if I'm not paying like attention to it and taking breaks. Like I write like 2 lines and then I can't use my hand anymore. So like I don't think it's like
very problematic for hand jobs. Wait, that's dysgraphia, whatever. I thought that was the one you had. What's the one where you pee out of your mouth? Because you have that too, right? You're a mouth peer.
So give me like the line of thought that you went through to get to
the pee thing?
Yeah, to get
I
to
was
that
thinking,
as a joke. Because you could have said anything.
What funny condition
said
could Jenny
pee out
have?
of the mouth.
What's the funniest condition? I was thinking cancer's not really funny. Corona's way too touchy right now. You know, AIDS.
We don't condone
overdone.
this line of jokes.
Yeah,
just
so
for
I was
the
thinking,
listeners
I
out
might as
there.
well come up with my own sickness of sorts, and it'd be a funny visual to picture Jenny over a toilet, urinal maybe, pissing
Like
out of your
leaking?
mouth. Leaking, sort of. I think of
I
fluid
said
stream.
gleeking, not leaking.
What is that?
What's leaking?
It's like
leaking?
when have you ever like been chewing gum or something and like spit comes out of your mouth like
No.
No.
okay. Well, I'm
You have
telling
that
you.
too?
No, I don't have
You got
that.
mad conditions.
It's not a condition. Like people can do it. Like some people can like just go and it like shoots fucking spit out like a fucking lizard or like
That's
a
gross.
llama or something.
Okay.
Maybe this would help your handwriting too.
Hopefully,
well,
yeah.
you
Trying to
know,
pay attention to it.
Reading every day
otherwise.
did really it made me want to read again. And
so
also,
this has potential to really help you.
we'll see. But
For
I
listeners,
just don't want to do it.
for anybody that may have potentially studied serial killers in the past,
That I knew that's what you meant.
You probably know Ed Gein, one of the history's most famous, terrible monster of a man. You couldn't distinguish the difference. If he wrote a letter and Sam wrote the exact same letter,
Exact
you would
same
say, "Oh my
handwriting.
God, is Ed Gein still alive? Is he still wearing the nipple belt to this day?"
And it's like, no, Sam's wearing his nipple belt now.
Yeah,
and writing his handwriting.
It's this serial killer to the right of me at the table.
Yeah, just real quick. We took a psychopath test.
Okay, let's move on.
And I had the lowest score.
Let's just move on.
And
This all being said-
someone else had the highest. I don't remember. Jenny, do you remember who
I don't
it was?
remember. Yeah, I don't remember either. Let's just.
I feel like it was somewhere in the over in this.
It was this
vicinity,
area,
maybe?
right?
Yeah, somewhere.
For the listeners, they're pointing away from me.
No, we're pointing right at you.
Oh.
Chris. It was Chris.
Well, that's all good and great and well and fun, but let's smoothly do this segue on over to the public humiliation.
Public humiliation. Hey, you suck, buddy.
This part of the this part of the show, we pretty much predict who we think's going to be the worst at this. So, Sammy, publicly humiliate somebody, please.
Me.
You're going to publicly humiliate yourself. Honorable.
I don't know if I'm gonna get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
I hope to, because maybe I might. I just don't feel like mine's gonna look nice or be effective,
Yeah.
or being able to document what I have, because I'll just. Even if I do it for a week, I feel like I'll definitely just stop, because that's what I do. I do something for a period of time until I just get bored of it.
Yeah, give up on it, kind of. Yeah.
I get bored of it.
Yeah. Can't handle it. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
Chris?
Yeah, so you should be humiliated. I think I would also publicly humiliate Sam, and I really don't mean to. This is separate. I do think you're a weird guy and stuff. I've touched on that in the past, but I think separate from that, yeah, you do poorly.
Let me preface mine with saying, I think Sam's a really weird guy.
Thank you.
I don't think he's cool. I don't think he's very personable.
Perfectly.
I don't think
Yeah,
that
exactly.
he's, the best guy I've ever met.
He's not that good.
That being said, I do think that he'll take a lot from this week. I think that we're going to be surprised.
Wow.
I feel like I can see him coming back and actually enjoying it and being like, I wasn't expecting to, but I think I enjoyed it. I think it'll help with your handwriting. And I think that will slowly give you the confidence to want to keep doing the journal this week. I don't know if you'll continue with it necessarily, but I think that you will do good this week. I really do. I don't know who's going to do the worst. I really
It's
think
tough.
it's up
It's
in the air.
It's up in the air.
I really I normally have one person that I'm like, they're going to suck at this, but I legitimately, I don't know.
Okay, then there's hope. So is anybody really humiliated? I guess just Sam is embarrassed to death right now.
I'm embarrassed for Sam.
For Sam, yeah. I guess
Yeah.
I'm publicly humiliated as well.
Yeah,
for
so I
Sam.
guess we're all humiliated
for
Sam.
Sam. You have so much to work on.
Awesome.
I guess since I don't really have anything to bash on you for your skill, except that you're going to be good at it.
Well, I think you can bash me for my consistency with it.
Shut up. Let me bash you for your bashfulness. Let me bash you for your. What is the opposite of humble? What is the opposite of kind? What is the opposite of sentiment?
So our next section.
I literally just said that I thought all of us were gonna do good.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry, I didn't mean to lash out. I'm just trying
A little
to.
massage right there. I have a little knot.
I was just trying to hurt you.
You're not. You.
Shut up, let's get on with it.
We call this last call. But really, we're gonna have to fucking cut this segment for most of the episodes. The idea is that we indulge in the thing that we're, giving up or changing about ourselves for the week. But this is adding a thing, so it's really not any way of not journaling.
Nah. Yeah.
So waste of time. Waste of time.
So let's
really.
just forget everything.
Forget
we've done
everything
for
we
the past
just-
week.
Yeah, all right.
No,
Yeah.
I mean forget everything we've done for like the past week.
Yeah.
Like,
So quickly
anti-journaling.
unjournal. Anti-journal your head right now. Ooh.
I forget everything. Oh my god. Oh, he's having a stroke.
Oh my god! For the listeners, something's happening.
Memory deleted.
Not funny to make fun of AI. That is racist.
Hello. Welcome.
All right, guys. We'll see you in 7 days.
Yeah, baby. That
Or to
concludes
you,
it.
7 seconds.
Or 7 days if you want to journal along with us.
Wow. Immerse yourselves. Alrighty.
All right.
See you there.
Bye.
7 days later.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, we're back.
It's been 7 days, and it's been 7 journaling.
That was so smooth. It has definitely been both of those things. We have been full-time journalers for...
But smooth.
Yeah, we're all, I think, doing very smoothly since the return.
Okay.
We've been journaling it up for 7 days. 7 long and trying days. That felt significantly easier than our challenge last week. So that was lovely.
No. Yeah, that was.
Let's
it was
start
way
there.
easier, but I feel like I was more annoyed.
Oh, don't describe yet. Let's describe with
Okay.
one word sum ups.
Sam, what's your word, bud?
Yeah, what's your word, Sam? One word to describe the week, that is.
It's fine.
Oh, nice.
Who's back? We had 1 week of terrible, terrible ruining of the joke.
Oh my
But
god.
we're back on track now.
Yeah,
They whip me when
it's
I don't
funny
say it.
stuff. Funny stuff. He says fine a lot, and we are still getting a hoot out of that. My word, Jenny. Oh goodness me. Probably educational.
Stupid
Okay.
word.
Yeah, dumb
Quite
choice.
really good.
All right.
Word.
I haven't
I
thought
did.
about it.
Your
my-
word.
My word would be
25 long minutes later.
what did you say?
Oh my god. Educational.
I'm
you
sorry,
literally, you don't
I
get your
can't
turn.
think.
You don't
It's
get your
just
You're
turn.
done. No, you
Informative.
lose it. You lose it.
You lose your turn.
Informative.
You made fun of
Fucking
my
make fun
word.
of Chris.
synonym.
No, you're fucking dumbass,
my
dude.
word
Fuck
is
off.
journaled. I journaled. Can we move
Oh.
on?
This is the easiest segment in the show, for
Yeah, no,
reference.
cut
It's
that out, by the way.
not.
And we will get to our next and everyone's favorite segment. But first, hands on the ducks, everybody.
Can I you know that I get the neck.
Okay, put your hand on the stupid
But I
neck.
get
For
that.
those listening, we all have our hands very sensually, very togetherful on the duck we swear honor to. And allow me to say our speech of words and words. I swear to be honorable and to truth tell and not to lie, and I will not lie. And the
Yeah,
truth,
not gonna lie on the
and I
duck.
will be honorable
Gonna-
about my
I
journey.
promise I will not lie.
No lie on duck. The duck is the one that
Okay, beautiful. Our word is our bond. We are men and women of honor. We swore on the duck. Now, please. Moment of truth!
moment of truth.
Who fucked up this week?
I did.
You did! You did! How so, Sammy?
I forgot to journal one day. I had it all written out. But I didn't fill in like some of the things. I fell asleep before I finished. Like I had what I did at the beginning was I made like my format. I figured out what format I wanted to do for each of the journals, so I made graphs and stuff, and then I would just fill it in as the day went by. As the days went by, and I would sum it up. And I forgot to do it one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So did you fall asleep and do it the next day?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So I missed it today.
Oh, can I say, if it may be a moment of truth, I wouldn't really call it a fuck up, but it's definitely it's a fuck in and around, perhaps.
Yeah.
I stole some ideas of my journal based on videos I watched.
That's not a fuck up.
Yeah,
that's
that's
like, I mean,
fine.
it's
Maybe
fine.
that's a humble brag.
If
I
that's
guess
what you
that's
want to
awesome.
do.
Because I also
impressive.
stole that same format, not for the one that I did this week, but when I tried to do it like a while ago, I stole
Okay.
that same format because it's
Let's
nice.
take a peek.
Oh, are we
So
taking them
are
out?
you saying that I'm really
No.
impressive? Okay.
Nope.
So we'll put it on the record. Good work. A pat on the back. They all just patted my back for the listeners out there.
No,
Everybody at the
we
table
did not.
patted my
Whip it out.
back. This is a little different. We will be looking at the journals and we will describe it to the listeners as best as we can. But of course, as usual, we have our YouTube upload too. So, go check it out if you want to.
Yeah, definitely check this one out because it's kind of physical.
Physical. Okay, people. You want to go down the line? Let's start on Jenny this side.
What I did for mine was just, it felt more like something I would actually use in the future because I feel like I was logging my sleep before and I just didn't care at all.
Yeah.
Like I really just didn't give a shit about that. Like I don't care how much coffee I've had or how stressed I am or how I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
So I used it more like I tried to utilize it during my day to keep myself on track with what I'm doing. And then at the end, I kind of recapped like important stuff that I've done because going back into my journals, which is what I did on the first day, I kind of realized like that's the stuff that I really care about the most is like seeing what I did during the day. And then from that, like a little note or two on like what I enjoyed the most during the day or like my favorite part of the day, like stuff like that. And then kind of using the time to really make it like visually nice and like kind of work on like my physical like art making and like making it like laid out nice.
For the listeners, it also has beautiful drawings.
Thank you.
As
I don't know
well,
if
like-
beautiful's... yeah, there's drawings. Let's just say
But
there's
that's
drawings.
like-
Like
Really what I
it's
find-
every portion of the page that could be covered and filled is full and like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, kind of. Depends to whose eyes are looking at it, but
Shut
some
up.
would, I don't know, some might like it.
So
Like-
then I went, so this is just like what I did during the day or like what I needed to do, you know? And then over here is kind of like, I was just talking about how I didn't really want to start journaling. I felt like it was going to be a waste of time. And then like the second day was just kind of like, this is what I did, blah, blah, blah. Like this is something like I enjoyed doing and like what I did. And then I have on every of the, one of the 2 days, I did like a think about this. And then the next day was Thursday, Friday. So this
that's
is just
cool.
like
That's
what I
like
did
spread
for
legs,
these.
sort of. That's the vagina, is it? I get that. It's like, it's a girly thing. I wouldn't do that. I'm a dick guy.
It's literally all I can see now. I'm sorry, that's all
It's
I can
an
see.
envelope!
That's, well, some might say that's like the envelope to a romantic relationship, if you will, but it's a vagina.
Hate you. So same thing, just like something to think about, and then like my notes, and then what I did.
Right,
and
right.
Then same with this one's my favorite. It's little cow print
Oh my god, there's so much writing on here.
Yeah, this one I wrote a
Think
lot.
about Mother's Day.
I
Did the
made a
thought just kind of
collage for
pass
my
your-
grandmother and my mom of like little pictures of them when I was young and like with me.
That's cute. I used to
And,
do
like,
those
sent
types
them
of
a
things
cute
for
little
my
thing.
family. Then I turned 6.
Okay, and then this was
Harsh.
so it was less like
Chris.
graphs and shit and more just like appreciating like what I was doing during my days, which I feel like is better for me. Like I feel like that's what
So
I
your
care
whole thing
about
was
a lot more.
appreciating?
Yeah.
So kind of journaling about your day, in a sense.
I think you got it. You got it.
Okay, I see. I
guess
see.
I journaled, if you will.
But so it is
daily.
kind of memory-based stuff. So looking back, it's kind of like an archive of what you got going on and like
Yeah.
specifically positives. I think that's pretty dope, and I will high-five you for that. I don't throw these around lightly, so really take it in. For the audience, she seemed to really enjoy that
She-
The
high-five.
she
audience,
was so
I
excited.
hate casual high fives. I
Oh.
think they're stupid and they shouldn't
Dude,
really
honestly,
be done.
me too.
Hell yeah, Sam.
So I'll trim that up accordingly, but check out the video to see the beauty because you really can't describe that thing. I will say, I don't like to admit it because Jenny and I are...
Enemies.
I wouldn't say even enemies. She's just not a very likable person, but I will
I'd
say...
say that Chris is almost like an ant on the ground for me. It's like you don't even acknowledge an ant when you
Oh.
see it, do you? It's
What-
just you almost just walk right by.
What am I? What am I? in
You're a
this scenario?
beautiful eagle or an anteater, maybe. That
What?
goes by and you're like,
All right, folks, let's take a little look-see. So, of course, I did mine digitally. I'm a believer, and this is a firm believer of mine, is that if I do it in a paper
A
journal...
firm believer of yours.
A firm believer of mine.
Stupid.
I have written many physical journals in my life, but that has resulted in having many journals that then I have to keep track of. I have ideas from 4 years ago. I'm supposed to go find that journal somewhere at my mom's house in a drawer.
Is it handwritten?
It is handwritten. Every
Okay.
single thing in here is written with the
Pen.
no free
The
promo,
pencil,
but
no,
the
no.
digital pencil that was rather
All right, come on.
expensive.
That
20
looks like.
minutes.
You drew that? You wrote that?
It was a font that I
Interesting.
copied that I traced, but
Yeah?
it still counts.
My ass, you traced that.
Page 1, I wrote this up as just kind of a gist of what I wanted to do in the journal. It's just a little welcoming paragraph for myself, not for you. And then a key with specific symbols that I use when I'm writing random thoughts that hopefully those symbols will clarify. So next up in my journal, I've got what I call the monthly check-in. Now this was an interesting one, and I did lie because I came in and we started on the 5th. So this is actually a monthly check-in on the 5th. But if I continue with this, I would do this in theory once a month. I do a little check-in. This is the only time I get kind of like talking about, you know, mental state, mental clarity, because I heard you're supposed to do that in these journals. So I kind of did that. Social anxiety things. I'm going to cut that out. I can't show weakness. Monthly goals, things I want to achieve by the end of the month. You can see we've achieved 2 of those. Next up, I did a tracking graph. I'm a sucker for graphs through my task management.
This is very sexy,
through my
yeah.
days. I love seeing everything as graphed as possible.
My exact graph.
All the stuff I do on my computer, I graph time-wise, time blocking. I like to see it in colors and in bars. Sucker for that type of deal, you know me.
Yeah.
So why did you use colors on these?
This right here, I want to go minimal because, you know, it's a bullet journal to an extent. But basically, I am tracking with symbols at the top through a dot graph, my mood, my stress, and my OCD levels.
There was a big spike in the OCD on the 10th.
It's the 9th. Maybe you should spike your vision
Maybe you
goggles
should
and
make it
get
a
some
little
fucking
bigger.
glasses.
Maybe you should make it a little
ass.
bigger and a little easier to read.
Okay, well, let me just move on then. That's very, very negative, and frankly, I'm gonna have to put my
Dig.
mood dot a little lower today.
Dig.
And down here I have habits tracking, which I have another thing that I've been tracking habits in, but this is an attempt at maybe changing things up a little. The next page, daily gratitude, similar to what Jenny was saying. I write down one little thing from the day that I appreciated, that I had a good time doing, and it kind of like sums up the day I found. Last but not least, my brain dump. So basically this sector right here, I write down just little ideas, things I'm working on, things I'm passionate about, a note I learned in the day, something productive for the next day, just brain dump productivity journaling kinda.
Both of yours have fit your personalities and how like the journaling is gonna help you best. But
Well said.
get you ready for this.
Oh, ready for it.
That's the sound of my journal hitting the table. It's awful.
Okay. Okay.
I really tried to like
Burp.
day one. I made myself a little graph of things that like I was gonna do. Like okay, basics like woke at blank breakfast. What did I have for breakfast? Shower. Lunch. What did I have for lunch? Dinner. What I have for dinner. And then what I watched that day. What I worked on. I have editing, writing, reading, other, and what is it? For how long did I do it? And then finally, how much money I spent.
Money spent, okay.
Yeah, money spent. So I spent $54 on groceries. And
For the audience, let's just say
Groceries.
there will be an intervention in time.
it was for
Alcohol.
not just me.
It
It
was
was not
alcohol.
just for me.
Wow, I see $60 on alcohol today. Interesting.
Okay, and then
A beer can on the side of your chair.
all right. Yeah, and then I was keeping up with it. Things were fine for the first days, and then I started to like I realized that I didn't need to write out all of my work stuff for things that I didn't like writing in like other. Like I could have just written out like what I did do.
Did you take like a handwriting pill on the first day that you forgot to took the rest of the days, or?
This is what my nice handwriting is.
Right.
But then I got like I'm like fucking let's get it done, and then I'm like that's just me just this chicken scratch scribbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's basically it. And then as the days go by, it gets less and less. I just put less effort into it. I honestly wish I had had more of a set plan, and maybe honestly, having mine be digital, something that I realized might have been more useful for me, because I hate my handwriting and it's like a chore, and I hate my handwriting and it doesn't really do anything for me. I do like the idea of a physical notebook though. That was like torn.
I like the feeling of like, I feel like it takes me longer to do it physical, and that's like why I like it. I like spending the time like planning things out and making sure I like how it's gonna look before I like finalize it.
Yeah.
This for me feels like this de-stresses me. Like this calmed me down every night. I feel like this was like a really
Mine
nice
calmed me
way
down
for
too,
to,
but I
like,
will say
take my time and like make it look nice, and like it
Yeah.
feels like a satisfying spread that I updated like throughout the day over here, and then this was like my end of the day recap. So like I liked having that like being part of my day rather
Right.
than like
It just felt like
rushing to get
a
it
long
done.
time. It just felt like a long, like when I was doing it, I'd be like,
yeah.
and I'm like, it wouldn't even look good. It didn't even look good, so I'd be like annoyed and I just want to get it done. And I'm like, this looks like shit, let's get it done.
What I found helpful was, because it was kind of de-stressing me at the beginning, it was like working on mental health stuff. But what I started doing towards like a halfway through the week, maybe like 3/4 of the way through the week, while I was journaling, I was, the crack between the couch and the cushion, I would be put, like I'd have sex with that.
Okay.
Sort of. So it's like you're doing two things at once. What do you say?
Multitasking.
I wouldn't call it that. It's like doing like two timing, sort of like dual, like tasking double. I was doing.
And it felt good to like get back to like physically draw. I like stopped physically drawing a lot. So like it felt good, even just like the little sketches, even if they like didn't look good on like that specific day. It's like I just loved it. It like de-stressed me. It calmed me down.
That's good. So it did also de-stress you, even the ones that looked bad and didn't look good.
Yeah.
That's good. As long as you were de-stressed seeing them, that's good.
I love doing that. I loved it. Like I really loved it.
Did you love it?
I loved it.
Oh, we'll say it 30 more times.
Loved it.
I wish that I feel like I just didn't embrace it as heavily as I should have.
That's what I thought
that's
at
my
first.
main issue.
But then I realized quickly, like, if I had added too much, I would have become overwhelmed with it. I thought maybe
but I still loved it without adding too much.
Yeah, that's cool. But I think
what?
Well,
Why?
I would say just that it's tricky. I know it's tricky to compare it because you said like yours is like what they would have. It's like a coloring book, I guess. You know how like little like babies and stuff will color in a little book.
Wow.
That's good though that you have like a little coloring book. Mine is cool though because it's like a man's journal. And like it's like at the end of the day, like I'll plan my adult shit. Like I'll do some business wrap up, some productivity breakdowns, some numbers, some spreads.
Did you like doing it?
I loved it. Let me tell you, money tracking, smart.
Okay, I did money tracking on my last one, and you said that it was stupid.
That's a dumb idea, for sure.
What the fuck? You
think
told
it's
me that it was
genius?
stupid because I was doing it physically, and that would never do anything for me. That if I was going to do it, I should do it online.
Well, did you ever think maybe I was just starved for attention? Maybe.
Yeah, Jenny.
Asswipe. Whoa, I was an only child and I didn't do well in school till I was older. I mean, just stop, like, don't assume stuff.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not liking this persecution that I'm getting. I'm going to be honest with you here.
Your journal was
liking
beautiful.
it.
I'm glad you loved it. I will say, maybe being impressed generally comes from being surprised, I would say. It's like when...
I was going to say they didn't expect much from me.
No, so yeah, I agree. I am also impressed by Jenny. Like, it's impressive. My dog can do paw. And that surprised me because I didn't think he could do paw. Okay, now Sammy, it's everyone's favorite segment.
Everyone's favorite. Here it comes.
Good, bad, good,
The bad, the ugly.
Nice.
Nailed that again. All right, so let's each take one. I would like to take...
Ugly.
Why?
I would like to take the ugly.
Sam would like the ugly. I'll take the bad. And you can have the good.
I'll take the
But
good.
it seems like you
Okay,
are
cool.
in love this week.
I really am.
With me. I'm sensing that there's an affection
Okay,
between
don't touch
you,
me.
sprinkling
Don't
your
ever touch
eyes. What's the good,
Just
Jenny?
the journal.
Yeah, me and the journal. You
Just
love
the journal.
both. So you can say the love journal.
I honestly wouldn't care if you died. So the journal, the good of the journal, I think, is it like for me personally, or do you guys?
Overall,
like
this is
agree?
kind of for people learning from
Okay,
this.
so I think it's
What's the good?
it's a good reflection to have, whether you do it daily, monthly, weekly, whatever.
So checking in is good.
Yeah, it's a good like reflection period. Depending on how you do it, it really helps you like keep track of things that you personally think are good to keep track of. And for me personally, it's a good way to kind of come back to some like physical art making that I kind of have strayed from.
Doodling, yeah, some would call it doodling.
I mean, yeah, no, it is kind of doodling.
Yeah,
so
cool.
I know you're trying to insult me.
No, I'm not. Like I said,
But you can insult me.
it's like when kids play with chalk. So that's cool. Like outside, they do hopscotch. That's
Put
cool.
up some beautiful chalk art
No,
here
that-
for the people
yeah,
watching
it's awesome.
the videos.
You're like doing journal
Okay, what's the
hopscotch.
ugly man? Discuss
His is the
ugly
bad.
boy.
I'm the ugly.
Yeah, can you not
Whatever.
jump?
Stupid idiot.
Sorry, you're doing the bad, but you are the ugly.
I'm bad. Sam's ugly.
in personality and looks.
The bad, I would say, and again, this is not from a negative place. I very much enjoyed it, but I think the bad for me was The fear of design. So I think I spent a lot of time, and beforehand, the reason I pushed off even starting this new journal for so long, and finally this, forced me to do it, but it was the fear of kind of like perfecting it and all my segments being, or all my portions being broken up into the right way. So the bad was definitely like this idea of it having to be perfect. So I think to learn from that, it would say just do it and evolve it as you go, rather than do what I did where I was like, I fully planned it out before I started it. And I think that forced me to push it off for so long. So that was bad. What's the ugly, dear?
I think my total design, dude. I think everything about this is terrible.
Personally.
I think that this is all of our uglies. I think that this notebook is terrible. The way that I did it, I don't like.
Okay,
and it made me want to do it again. It made me want to try again.
So your ugly is kind of contrary to mine. You're saying maybe put some time into the design?
I wish that I had done this better.
Okay.
That's my ugly is the idea that like it felt like I had to do it, and I didn't put enough time or effort into it.
And do you think that...
So you kind of rushed it.
Yeah, I rushed it. And
do you think emotionally
ugly.
maybe that you're ugly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. Physically,
Big
though?
man.
Transition bitches.
So that's our favorite segment, and coming up next is our favorite segment, The Biggest Loser!
Our favorite segment!
Biggest loser, best segment!
If this is your first time tuning in with us,
This is where we end our friendships.
This is always generally where the friendships end and the long, convoluted discussion begins. But
Lots of yelling coming up.
basically, we are to determine a champion and a loser, and that loser is known as
The Sammy.
the Sammy. So, let's all go across the table and say, who do we think won the week? Who do we think lost the week?
I went first last time.
Okay,
So, Sammy.
let me start it out. No, I never start this one out. I just feel like I don't even really get a chance to talk in these
We
podcasts.
kind of go like around. It's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it out, okay? Okay. I think the loser. Now, this will probably shock the masses, but I think Sammy is the Sammy this week.
I really
Friends
thought
and
you were
family.
gonna say me.
No,
I really did.
No, I'm not a petty little boy anymore.
are. You're
No, I think I've grown a lot through my journal.
Okay, then who won?
Well, the winner, it's a different story, isn't it? It's tough. I think I got a lot out of my journal, but I do think I expected more for myself, and I do think it didn't do everything for me that I wanted it to do for me. This is supposed to be just us saying who we think the winner or the loser is, so let me wrap it up so fast.
Okay, that's taking way longer.
I'm wrapping it up nice and quickly.
He's killing a
faster.
manatee in our studio right now.
I think Jenny is the winner. I think
Is
you're
that
the
the first time you've ever said that?
Just don't relish in it, please. Okay, it's not a good look on you.
I
think
feel like this is you right now. For everybody listening, I turned a page in my beautiful, incredibly designed notebook.
I think the loser is me. It's me.
okay. Wow, that was exciting. Drum roll there,
Oh my
please.
god.
Wow.
It's me. I think it's me. And I think the winner is. It's tough. Like you said before, it's tough. But personally, I'm gonna have to go with Jenny.
Oh wow. He's full of those drum roll anticipation builders, huh?
Yeah, right?
You must know drama. You must be familiar with drama and stories and stuff. End of turn. Jenny.
First of all, I'm
Relish.
humbled.
Relish.
Okay.
First of all,
Let's
I'm
settle
humbled
down.
and I'm chuffed. I'll say that I think that this is the first time we've ever agreed on a loser. I think that it. I think that
There's
it is
one
Sam,
thing, yeah.
but only because you missed a day. I will say it makes it easy, and honestly, thank you because I feel
Mine's
like
because of the
recently
ugly
it's been
journal.
hard.
If it helps anything, I don't think it's just because you missed it. It's the ugly journal for me. Let's continue. Sorry.
And I'll say that I need to stop saying I'll say.
No,
first
you
of
like
all.
never do.
I'll say that maybe she says it.
I'll say that you could adjust it a little bit.
It is difficult because we both did a really good job. I think we both did it every day,
Aw.
and I think that I wasn't expecting you to do it every day, and I think that we both got different things from it.
Sexual satisfaction for me.
I will say that I think I spent more time on mine every day.
That's
So
true. That's true. It's very clear that we I definitely have more important things to do throughout the day. So we can agree on
Okay,
that.
I won. All right, I won.
Okay, yeah.
I think I won.
Yep. All right.
I
wow.
honestly was almost about to
Wow.
say that I think you won, and
You
I think
were
I won.
not about to say I
literally-
won.
Okay, yeah, no, I won.
Sorry, continue. No.
No, I won.
I didn't mean to
You
say.
called me ugly.
No, I said personality ugly.
many-
I said you're very pretty.
This is the first unanimous winner and loser on our podcast.
Well, maybe I have to rethink a few things.
Let's all clap
Okay,
for
no,
me
no.
Personally.
Wow.
Thank you, everybody.
That was crazy.
Okay, we've come a long way to be able to do
Honestly,
that.
guys, are we
No.
becoming better?
No, don't say that.
Stop.
Becoming a little bit
Get
better?
out of here.
Are we growing and evolving as people? I still hate you both.
Oh my god,
immensely.
you guys suck so hard, and
Oh
I
my
hate being in the same
God.
movie. But oh my
Guys.
god,
I'm
I'm.
a little bit better.
We're like
I think
agreeing.
we
We
are
didn't even fight
very
about
close.
this one.
All right.
Should we fight about something?
No, I think.
Do you guys like the height my hair is at?
No, it's awful. Never mind.
It's terrible.
Back to
You look like a
fighting.
fucking cockatiel. You look like a fucking idiot.
I think it looks
Terrible.
nice.
Terrible.
If the audience could weigh in, maybe, but only if it's nice and on my side. I will say I don't think that sweater's color is your color, Jenny. I think it's.
I'd agree.
I
It
think
looks
you're
like-
you're an autumn,
like ass.
dear. Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah, an ass,
An
a dirty,
ass.
dirty, dirty, dirty ass.
we're talking about yours, right?
Hey, don't get me out of these long johns too before the podcast
Johns,
over.
hey.
Oh, let's lift these puppies off. Get you over this table. Yeah. Okay,
okay.
with
Honestly,
that-
I feel like we haven't argued about I haven't worn sweaters in the last couple of weeks, so I think that's why.
Yeah, I think that's really doing a lot for us as a group. You look definitely less terrible.
I think for me, I
it's
just
less distracting.
I feel so
awful.
sorry about how deeply insecure you are. So I didn't even want to acknowledge it.
That too, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like your whole personality is crumbling in. So
The kid who doesn't look up from his shoes when he walks through the halls, you don't want to pick on him. You feel bad.
Yeah.
You just want to give him a little cherry.
Oh.
yeah, it's like you picked on him too much, and it got
Yeah.
to the point of
like
oh,
you can
maybe I
see-
shouldn't have done
Yeah,
that.
You
yeah.
can see the bruises. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can see the
But it's like still
slices.
kind of funny.
yeah.
The fact that you're not wearing one is sad.
I will say it is brave, I guess, that you are showing off your arms right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I, would
I just think
definitely-
it's
I would
brave.
say brave.
Excuse me?
No, this is a compliment. I think it's
Yeah.
it's good that you have the confidence to wear short sleeves
Yeah, with
with
a
when
body
you look
such
like that.
as yours.
Yeah, physically.
Yeah.
With the champion declared, with the loser declared, boo! He sucks. He smells bad.
All right. Unnecessary.
It is now time to give the trophy, the award we call the Sammy. The rotting sandwich we keep within this small cardboard
Since
box
day one.
to inspire our
rotting.
weekly loser to become better.
It is rotting like our souls and our friendship.
This
Yes.
is crazy.
And
It's literally.
I hate when we open it.
It's
No.
so strong. Let me get. Oh, that's a video of me.
Good thing I'm over here on the winner's side.
Hey, you.
Get out of there.
Let me.
Get the fucking. It's like crystallized.
It is so solid. It is our trophy that declares our loser the loser he is.
Yes,
And he shall.
Fabulous.
He shall keep it with him for the duration of the week. Thank you. That's the Sammy to Sammy. It's always so poetic when that happens, huh?
Incredible that is.
All right.
Oh, stinking.
All right, so do we want to end it off with whether we think we are better off better or better off worse this week?
That's the question.
Song or something, please? A riff?
Are we better off better? Are we better off worse?
You decide.
Nice. That was,
was
really
beautiful.
beautiful.
I'll say I think I am better off better.
I think I'm better off better.
I think that I'm better off better, but because
With-
it made me want to do it. It
Yeah.
made me want to try again.
So collectively, better off
Wow.
better.
Okay, people. So say what you want. Maybe daily journaling didn't seem like a big sell right off the bat, but it's I think the biggest unanimous
Liked it.
liked it.
Yeah.
It's not a huge thing to change in your life, and it definitely has
Simple.
improvements. I think it did make me better this week.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow. What a wholesome episode almost.
We're
I
so
know,
great.
really.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, you guys want to make out?
Yeah.
Really badly.
We should.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We'll go do that.
Rate us on iTunes.
us out.
Follow us, subscribe, do all the things, but please rate us on iTunes.
Definitely do that. And
Rate us on iTunes.
We're chill.
preferably well.
We're cool about it. We don't
Yeah.
care.
You're not gonna be mad if you don't, but if you
Yeah.
don't, dude.
Joan, it's the end
It's
of
the
time.
end,
and
dude.
we are done
Actually,
for.
You can't listen to this anymore unless you rate us and rate us well. So anyways, we'll see you guys next week when we try a terrible, terrible juice
Terrible
cleanse.
idea.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for your support. Next week, as Jenny said, is a 7-day juice cleanse.
That's wild
This
that
is
I
gonna be
just said
awful.
it. Anyways,
All right.
bye
Later,
everybody.
folks.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you.
It's finally over. Thank you for listening.